Hello, champ. Congratulations on clearing the NOS Level 1 exam. Welcome to India's most awaited and award winning Olympiad finale, the NOF Champions League. We've prepared 4 sample papers, 40 questions each, with free video solutions to help you perform your best. Watch carefully, take notes, practice, and excel. Here is your math sample paper with solutions.
Sample paper 3, class 5. Question 1. A shopkeeper buys 50 notebooks for 1000. He sells each at 25. Find his profit. Shopkeeper sells 50 notebooks at 25 each. So the total selling price is equal to 50 into 25. That is equal to 1250. So the total profit is the difference between the total selling price and the total cost price. That is 1250 minus 1000, that is equal to 250. That is option B. Question 2. Checking all the options. A. 12 is divisible by 4 and 3. True. 24 is divisible by 6 and 8. That is also true. 36 divisible by 5 and 9. 36 is divisible by 9 but not by 5, so it is wrong. And 48 divisible by 6 and 8, which is also true. The answer is C. Question 3. A number consists of 3 digits. The ones and the hundreds place digits are divisible by 3, and the tens and ones place digits are divisible by 2. And the hundreds place digit is the third multiple of 3. What is the number? The hundreds place digit is the third multiple of 3. So that is 3 into 3, which is equal to 9. The ones place digit is divisible by 3. So the possible digits are 0, 3, 6 and 9. The tens and ones place digit are divisible by 2, meaning the ones digit is even. The only even digit divisible by 3 is 6. So the ones digit is 6. And the hundredths digit, that is 9 from here. The tens and the ones place digit is divisible by 2. Ones digit is 6, which is even. The possible tens digit are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. The ones and the hundreds digit place digits are divisible by 3. The condition does not impose a restriction on tens digit. The only option that fits the hundreds digit 9 and the ones digit 6 is option A. So the tens digit is 3, that is A, 936. Question 4. Which of the following shape does not have a rotational symmetry? Answer is A, scalene triangle. C, scalene triangle. Scalene triangle has no rotational symmetry because all 3 sides and all 3 angles are different. It has to be rotated a full 360 degree to look the same again. Equilateral triangle, regular pentagons, and square have a rotational symmetry. Question 5. The smallest national number, positive integer that is a multiple of every number from 1 to 10 is the highest prime factors of each number from 1 to 10 are 1, 2, 3, 2 square, 5, 2 into 3, 7, 2 cube, 3 square, 2 into 5. The highest power of prime factors present in the numbers 1 to 10 are 2 to the 2 cube, 3 to the power 2, 5 to the power 1, and 7 to the power 1. The smallest multiple is the least common multiple, that is equal to product of all these factors, that will be equal to 2, 5, 2, 0. That is option B. Question 6. What is the smallest 5-digit number divisible by 45? The smallest 5-digit number is 10,000. To be divisible by 45, the number must be divisible by 5 and 9. The sum of the digits of 10,000 is 1, which is not divisible by 9. So 10,000 is not divisible by 45. Dividing 10,000 by 45, we get a remainder. We get 222 with a remainder of 10. To find the next number divisible by 45, subtract the remainder from the divisor and add it to the original number. That will be 10,000 plus 45 minus 10. That will equal to 10,035. However, this is not an option. So the next smallest number divisible by 45 is option B, 10,080. Question 7. A water tank can hold 250 liters of water. If the tank is filled to 60% of its capacity, how many liters of water are in the tank? The amount of water in the tank can be calculated by the percentage into total capacity, that is 60 upon 100 into 250, that is equal to 150. That is option C. Question 8. The ratio of two numbers is 3:5. If their sum is 160, find the smaller number. Let the two numbers be 3x and 5x. The sum is 160. So 3x plus 5x is equal to 160. So x is equal to 20. The smaller number is 3x, that is 3 into 20, that is equal to 60. That is option B. Question 9. A number when divided by 12 gives a remainder of 7. Which of the following could be the numbers? Number n that gives a remainder of 7 when divided by 12 can be expressed as n is equal to 12k plus 7 for some integer k. For a, 19. The equation is true. For B, 31, the equation is true. And for C, 43, the equation is true. Since all of these is true, the answer is G, all of the above. Question 10. What is the fraction of the shaded region? The fraction of the shaded region is 1 by 3. That is option B. Question 11. A fruit basket weighs 4.8 kg. If 1 by 3 of the basket weight is oranges, how much do the orange weigh? The weight of the oranges is 1/3 of the total basket weight. That is 1 by 3 into 4.8. That is equal to 1.6. That is option B. Question 12. Which of the following is greater? Converting all the values into decimal. 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5 and 9 by 20 is equal to 0.45. Comparing all three values, the greatest is 0.5, that is 1 by 2, that is option C. Question 13. A class of students drank 2.4 liters of water. If each student drank 0.3 liters, how many students are there? Divide the total volume of water by the volume of each student drank. That is 2.4 upon 0.3. That is equal to 8. So there are 8 students. That is option C. Question 14. How many minutes are there in 3 days? There are 24 hours in 3 days. So number of hours in 3 days will be 3 into 24. That is equal to 72 hours. We know that there are 60 minutes in an hour. So number minutes in 72 hours will be 60 into 72. That is equal to 4320. That is option A. Question 15. The length of a rectangle is 3 meters and its width is 2.5 meters. What is the cost of tiling the floor? Is rupees 50 per square meter. What is the total cost? Area of a rectangle is calculated as length multiplied by width. So area will be equal to 3 into 2.5. That is equal to 7.5. The total cost is the area multiplied by the cost per square meter. That is 7.5 into 15. That is equal to 375. That is option C. Convert 0.25 hours into seconds. There are 60 minutes in an hour and there are 60 minutes in a second. So there are 3600 seconds in an hour. So 0.5 hours will be 0.25 into 3600. That is equal to 900. That is option C. Question 17. The volume of a cube is 343 centimeter cube. What is length one side of the cube? The volume V of a cube is side length A, that is V is equal to A cube. Substituting the values, A cube is equal to 343, A is equal to 7. That is option C. Question 18. Pipe fills 9 liters of water in 3 minutes. How much water does it fill in 10 minutes? The rate is the volume of water per unit of time. So rate R is equal to 9 upon 3, that is equal to 3 liters per minute. So the time volume filled in 10 minutes will be rate, that is 3 into time, that is 10, which is equal to 30. Answer is B, 30 liters. Question 19. A quadrilateral has two opposite angles measuring 110 degrees and 95 degrees. What is the sum of other two angles? The sum of all interior angles of any quadrilateral is 360 degree. Subtracting the sum of the two known angles from the total sum of all angles is 360 minus 110 plus 95. That is equal to 155. That is option C. Question 20. The ratio of two complementary angles is 3:2. What is the measure of the smaller angle? Complementary angles sum to 90 degrees. Let the angles be 3x and 2x. So the sum of angles is 90 degree, that is 3x plus 2x is equal to 90. That is x is equal to 18. So the smaller angle will be 2x, that is 2 into 18, that is equal to 36. That is option A. Question 21. In the figure below, angle x is twice of angle y. Find angle y. The sum of all angles around the point is equal to 360 degrees. So we can write angle x plus angle y plus 66 plus 126 is equal to 360 degrees. So angle x plus angle y is equal to 168. Now we are given that angle x is twice of angle y. So let the angles be angle x be 2, angle x is equal to 2 angle y. Substituting in the equation, we have 2 angle y plus angle y is equal to 168. So angle y is equal to 56. That is option B. Question 22. What is the reflex angle between the hour and minute hands of a clock at 8:20? At 20 minutes past the hour, the minute hand is approximately at 4 on the clock face. The hour hand is at past 8. It moves 0.5 per minute. So after 20 minutes past 8, the hour hand has moved 20 into 0.5, that is equal to 10 degrees past 8. The angles between the two adjacent numbers on the clock is 30 degree. So at 8:20, the minutes hand is at 4 and the hour hand is 10 degrees past 8. So the number of intervals between the hands is 4, that is from 4 to 8. So the angle is 4 into 30 plus 10, that is equal to 120 plus 10, that is equal to 130. The reflex angle is 360 minus the angle between hands, that is 360 minus 130, that is equal to 230. That is option C, 230. Question 23. A triangle has sides 10 centimeter, 14 centimeter and 18 centimeter. What is its perimeter? Perimeter of a triangle is sum of lengths of its three sides. So perimeter is equal to 10 plus 14 plus 18, that is equal to 42. That is option B. Question 24. A rectangular field measures 50 meter by 30 meters. What is the cost of laying grass if the cost is 10 per square meter? The area of the rectangle is calculated as length multiplied by breadth. So area is equal to 30 into 50, that is equal to 1500. The total cost will be area into cost per meter square meter. So the total cost will be equal to 1500 into 10, that is equal to 15,000. That is option A. Question 25. The perimeter of a square is 96 centimeter. Find the length of one side. The perimeter of a square is 4 times the length of one side. So the side is equal to perimeter by 4, that is equal to 96 by 4, which is equal to 24. So the answer is D, 24 centimeters. 26. A circular tablecloth has diameter of 14 meters. Find its area using pi as 22 by 7. The radius r of is half the diameter, that is r is equal to 14 by 2, which is equal to 7. The area of circle is pi r square, so area is equal to 22 by 7 into r square, that is equal to 154. That is option A, 154 meters square. Question 27. A rectangular garden has a length of 12 meters and a width of 8 meters. If 1 meter wide path surrounds it, what is area of the path? The area of garden given as AG is equal to 12 into 8, that is equal to 96. The path is 1 meter wide on all sides, so the length will be equal to 12 plus 1, that is 14, and the breadth will be equal to 8 plus 1, that is 12. Sorry, that is 10. So the area outer will be 14 into 10, that is 140. So the area of the path will be area of outer minus area of the garden, that is 140 minus 96, that is equal to 44. That is option B, 44 meters square. Question 28. A kite is folded along its vertical axis of symmetry. Which of the following statement is correct about resulting halves? Answer is A. The halves are identical and symmetrical. The vertical axis is the line of symmetry for a kite, which means that when folded along this line, the two resulting halves are exact mirror images of each other, making them identical. Each half itself is also symmetrical along the folded line. Question 29. How many rotational symmetries does a regular hexagon have, including 0? The regular hexagon has 6 rotational symmetries. The angle of rotation are 0 degrees, 60 degrees, 120 degrees, 180 degrees, 240 degrees, and 300 degrees, and 360 degrees. So the answer is C, 7. Question 30. Which of the following letters of the English alphabet has no symmetry at all? The answer is F. The letter half has no line of symmetry. It cannot be folded so both halves match, or rotational symmetry does not look the same after a rotation of less than 360 degrees. Question 31. Which of these regular polygons has the greatest number of lines of symmetry? A regular polygon with n sides has exactly n number of symmetry. An octagon has 8 sides, an hexagon has 6, and decagon has 10 sides, and a pentagon has 5 sides. So the answer is C, a regular decagon. Question 32. In which year players scored the least run? Analyzing the given bar graph, we can see the bar is the shortest in the year 2015. So the player scored the least run in the year 2015, that is option B. Question 33. A pictograph shows the number of chocolates bar sold by a store during the week. Each symbol represents 8 chocolate bars. What is the average number of chocolate bars sold per day? The total number of symbols is 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 7 plus 5. That is equal to 25. So the number of chocolates sold will be 25 into 8, that is equal to 200. The sales occurred over 5 days is the average number of chocolates bars sold per day, that is 200 divided by 5, that is equal to 40. So the answer is D, 40. Question 34. A zoo uses pictograph to represent the number of visitors each month. Each symbol represents 1000 visitors. What is the difference in the number of visitors between March and January? So the numbers of visitors in January is 6 into 1000, that is equal to 6000. And the number of visitors in March is 9 into 1000, that is equal to 9000. So the difference is 9000 minus 6000, which is equal to 3000. That is option A. Question 35. If star represents 5 balloons, the number of symbols to be drawn to represent 60 balloons is. Each symbol represents 5 balloons. The number of symbols needed for 60 balloons will be 60 divided by 5, which is equal to 12. That is option D. Question 36. The sum of first 15 multiples of 9 is. The multiples of 9 form an arithmetic series with the first term A1 as 9 and the common difference D as 9 and the number of terms n as 15. The sum Sn is given by n by 2 to A1 plus n minus 1 D. Substituting the values, we have 15 by 2, 2 into 9 plus 15 minus 1, 9. That is equal to 1080. That is option B. Question 37. If a mirror is placed on the line MN, which of the answer figure is the right mirror image of the given question figure? The mirror is placed at MN. The mirror image will be laterally inverted, which means the left will be on right and the right will be on left, while the top stays on top and the bottom stays at the bottom. So the answer figure will be option 4, that is D. Question 38. Which of the answer figure is exactly the mirror image of the given figure when the mirror is held on the line AB? The mirror is vertically held. The image will be laterally inverted. That means it's the right on right, left on left, top at the top. Sorry, right on left, left on right, top at the top and bottom at the bottom. So from this we can see the tree is drawn on the left of the box. So now it will be on the right of the box. That is option 2. That is B. Question 39. Choose the correct alternative from the given ones that will complete the series. In the question figures, we can see it starts with 1, then 3, and blank, and then it moves to 7. So, in this figure, the top triangle will have 5 dots, and the bottom boxes will have 3 on each side. Comparing from the given options, the answer can be 1, 3, and 4. Not 2 because the dots above are in the triangle form. Now, not 1 because we can see that the top dots are bold and the bottom ones are hollow, which is not the same. 3 and 4, we can see that the lower dots start from outside to inside, that is in option 4. So answer is D, 4. Question 40.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more useful content.